Hi everyone, and welcome to the weekly Scopes from the 8th of January right up until the 14th of January. So today, on the 8th of January, Mercury makes a trine to Uranus. When transiting, Mercury forms a trine with transiting Uranus. A powerful alignment is achieved between the planet of communication and the planet of innovation and predictability and inventiveness. So I said that twice for effect. This can result in an influx of reliable intuition, original ideas and flashes of inspiration, and give you a surge in creativity. Our minds can become more agile and flexible, allowing us to make lateral leaps of imagination and demonstrate our intellectual skill and flexibility. Our powers of observation can become sharper, helping us to recognize the subtleties of our external and internal worlds. This alignment can help us to unlock our creative potential and turn revolutionary ideas into reality. Venus also makes a semi-square to Neptune, and Venus as well makes a trine to Mars. So during these transits we can have more unrealistic expectations in love, and then with the Uranus and Mercury trine we can have unpredictability in our communication and in our actions as well. We may find ourselves unable to reach our desired outcome, and this can inadvertently cause misunderstandings in our closest or social relationships. Moodiness and lack of cooperation can also deepen this conflict that can be experienced, but don't despair. This period of time can also be seen as an opportunity to explore creative, sort of like plans, whether you're a writer, artist or musician, graphic designer or any sort of other freelance or anything like that, content creator. Now's the time to take risks and explore something new. Let the energy of this transit guide you to a new level of creativity. Tap into your inner artist and explore the possibilities of what can be creative. The semi-square of Venus and Neptune and Venus trine Mars is a great time to explore different forms of art or even to create something entirely new. Let your imagination run wild and see what kind of ideas that you can come up with, but watch out for deception in love. But taking a risk can also pay off if you don't ignore the red flags. On the 9th of January, there's nothing really to write home about. So yeah, that's it for the 9th. There are some bi-quintiles on the 9th. What I do is on my daily scopes, so if you want to check them out. So yeah, anyway, on the 10th of January, the moon enters void of course. Again, whenever I mention void of course for the rest of this audio, it is the time when some astrologers suggest it may be best to delay important things. So void of course is as the moon journeys through its cycle, it will make one last main aspect. These are trines, conjunctions, squares, sextile and opposition with another planet before changing signs, but it still makes subtle transits, or I see them as major, but semi-sextile, sextiquadrates and quincunxes, but just doesn't make any trines, conjunctions, square or sextile opposition. So some astrologers say it's void of course. So to be on the safe side, it's sensible to plan ahead, steer clear of major events or decisions making during this period. Take some time out to reflect and relax is the best use of this time. I don't really follow void of moon moon void of course, or any sort of Mercury retrograde, don't do anything for 3 years, 3 weeks while it lasts, but I report them because I know people are interested. I'm a holistic astrologer, so my perspective is always how can I use this energy to live my best life and deal with my trauma so I can live my best life. So yeah. Also on the 10th of January, the moon enters Leo at 3:31 a.m. So when the moon enters the constellation of Leo, there can be an increase in romantic, social, artistic activity, adding the sexual, creative magnetism to the next couple of days. People may be more dramatic or wear brighter colours, while moods can be a little bit more cheerful, seeking to connect with people, whereas some people may be nice to get external validation. But in general, this is a really energy where people can accept and give pleasure and this can make people feel better in general. And some people can overdo it, so just try and relax a bit, chill out, get your point across, have fun, but don't play into the drama if people bring it to your door. You may be more self-sufficient, reliant and assertive about getting what you want. You may be more observant and able to make an accurate judgment of people and situations, especially other people's motivations. Negatively, people can become bossy and controlling, forgetting to use their heart and letting their heads rule. Lovers' tiffs and general superficial arguments can cause further pressure. Some people may try to dominate others but react badly to what they see as criticism or interference from others, which can cause a battle of wits and egos because people can become highly self-righteous, thinking their way is the only way, trying to force others to do things their way. Taking risks without planning or thinking beforehand can cause misery and disagreements. There can also be fallouts in intimate relationships and setbacks in personal business projects when the moon's in the constellation of Leo. Memories from the past can interfere with your authentic personal expression, making you feel more insecure or vulnerable than usual. It's essential to check your mood, as it can affect your productivity and ability to think clearly. The best way to use the energy of the moon in the constellation of Leo is to express your creativity and pay more attention to your inner child and any actual children lives who you are involved in. Enjoy yourself without overdoing it in social situations, taking time out to watch sports or take parts in sports, be more romantic, and do anything else that sets your soul on fire, in moderation, of course, and don't forget to relax amongst all that partying and socialising if that's what you're going to do. Well thought out speculation can pay off right now in the stock market. People can also want to be entertained more, and all in all, Leo energy is all about putting yourself out there, going for what you want, and shining in the sun. So even when there's no sun. So yeah, when the moon's in the constellation of Leo, it can be a very infertile period for gardeners. Yeah, it is a good energy for harvesting and disposing of bad crops, weeds, fungi and other pests. Also today on the 10th, as well as the moon in Leo, Venus squares the moon's north node, so the heavens open up a portal of possibility to forge moon in fall connections once again. There's been a lot of these placements over the past week or so. This can manifest in social, artistic or even romantic contexts and could be a great opportunity for new and exciting experiences. So the astrology is telling us to let go of the past and move forward into our new, even though it can hurt because people have hurt us before. But if we don't move on from our past suffering, we will always be a victim of it. So astrology is providing us with a lot of energy to move forward at the beginning of this new year. But it's vital to remain conscious of the tension that can arise from the manifestations of unpleasant behaviour. And moon in Leo, I said that people can be egotistical and be all me, so watch out for that. And this aspect adds to the tension of arguments flaring up quickly and easily, so it'd be wise to be mindful of your own emotions and your reactions. Any relationships you create or strengthen at this time will likely bring great rewards in the long run, yet it's crucial to stay aware of the potential for discord, red flags. I'm big on these red flags. Watch out for those, and enter interactions with love and understanding, but also be open-minded and rational as well. And by doing so, we can use this period of the Venus' square to the moon's north node to its fullest potential. Okay. So yeah, that's the 10th of January. On the 11th of January, the moon enters its disseminating, waning gibberish phase. There's two gibberishes, the waxing and the waning. The waxing was last week, and this week it's the waning. When the moon enters its disseminating, waning gibberish phases, the waning gibberish moon is good for planning, reflecting, self-improvement, and connecting with others, learning from past mistakes and refining any plans or relationships minor finer details. Spending time in silence and stillness can solve your problems and release emotional tension. It's best to do what's essential to you and focus on improving and nurturing yourself. There can also be an increase in communication, but try not to force your opinions on others and keep an open mind. Reflect on ways to enhance your life by thinking about the repetitive thought and behaviour patterns and what you can do to change them slowly. The waning gibbous moon is also a great energy to meditate, spend time with or re-collaborate with your highest self or any higher power you believe in. Also expressing gratitude for your life and the things and people in it, and share information and ideas and thoughts in meaningful ways. The disseminating moon phase creates a unique energy between the sexes, making it easier for those who identify primarily with their masculine or feminine sides to get on. The best use of this opportunity is to explore the balance between your own desires and responsibilities and open your mind to new possibilities. With so much energy in the air, it can be a time of excitement and growth, so don't be afraid to explore your emotions and find creative solutions to any problems you're going through now. So yeah, that's all for the 11th of January. On the 12th of January, the moon enters its moon void of course phase again at 11:08 GMT. Then the moon enters Virgo at 3:30 PM GMT. When the moon's in Virgo, people may focus more on health issues. You may prefer to work in a systematic and practical way. Paying attention to details is the key theme for when the moon's in Virgo. Despite the suffering, some people may ignore illnesses to concentrate on work. Others may want things cleaner than usual. The best use of the moon in Virgo is to do a complete well-being check of the mind, body and soul. Take time to research or learn anything that will help you improve your personal hygiene and nutrition, as well as do the things that increase your overall vitality and productivity. You are more able to make economic decisions when buying clothing, household items, and anything to do with like food or health items, stuff like that. The Virgo vibration can make you more aware of the effect of your mind on your body and your body and your mind. Now is a good time if you've been considering moving up in your career or in your education, or starting or following through a business plan. It's a good to rework or start those sort of things. Also, you may find yourself being supported or helping those who need your assistance, and making people feel more at peace with themselves. Negatively, when the moon's in the constellation of Virgo, though, people can become self-righteous and picky, annoying and bossy, looking down on others, thinking they know the right way to do things, and this can cause tension in relationships, especially in intimate ones. People can also be more critical, really critical, hypercritical, hypersensitive as well when the moon's in the constellation of Virgo. Some of you may also become less organised, and this can cause issues in your life. People can have poorer hygiene, waste sexual energy or physical or intellectual energy as well, because over worrying and being anxious, so that wastes you sort of like, you can waste your physical and intellectual energy. And also because people can be more prone to obsessive thinking, and that this can just affect your overall well-being. Also, make sure that you look after yourself, because people can neglect themselves, especially the management of their chronic health conditions, and this can also cause problems at work, low productivity. For you gardeners out there, the next few days are an excellent period to plant your crops, prepare for an excellent harvest, crop manipulation, trim vines and flowers, and eliminate parasites and weeds. Also on the 12th of January, Mars goes station direct out of its retrograde period at 8:57 PM. So when Mars was in retrograde, it was challenging to navigate, as it encourages us to reflect on our daily routines and the effort that we put in our life, and at times we don't like to analyse. That's why we can spend our time repeating our past. And Mars retrograde wanted us to reflect on our work and exercise habits, or our relationships and our personal goals, acting as a powerful reminder to take a step back and evaluate how we can best use our energy and motivation, our personal get up and go, come on, let's do this energy, so we can reach our highest potential. When Mars was in retrograde, your personal energy may have been depleted, resulting in you having difficulty achieving your goals and you're thinking like, why am I getting that promotion, or why is my relationships not going as good as I want to? Because Mars wanted us to think, well, hey, are we doing the right job? Are we in the right relationships and stuff? So as Mars turns direct, the path to overcoming our obstacles can become clearer, and external roadblocks to reaching our goals can be lifted. If you have had trouble reaching an exercise, career, creative, or any other goal, or communicating effectively with yourself and others when Mars was in retrograde, you should see some improvement now that Mars is in direct motion. And also today, on the 12th, the Sun and Neptune makes an harmonious sextile. Now is the time to actively seek out the joys of exploration and newness. And as Mars goes direct, the possibility to think about making travel plans, exploring your creativity, and experiencing the charming beauty of music. The world around you can inspire you, and your imagination can be ignited to new heights at this moment. You can find solace in moments of meditation or quiet reflection, maybe near a body of water or in the shower or in the bath, allowing your spirit to be soothed by the gentle lapping of the waves. This is time for reflection, and doing this can fill you with a sense of peace that comes from taking that time out from the rat race. You can feel your tensions melt away into the warmth of the sun and allow yourself to be swept away into the possibilities that lie ahead. When the Sun and Mars are in an astrological sesquiquadrant, a tension challenging angle between the two planets is formed, and this can bring a strained atmosphere in our relationships with others. And this messes with the harmonious energy that I just talked about, with the Sun being in sextile to Neptune. This can cause a feeling of volatile tension in the air that can lead to aggressive words or actions and even bullying without meaning to. Also, you can do things to provoke powerful enemies. Even those who are genuinely on your side can become more hostile right now. Therefore, it's wise to be on guard and to exercise caution in your interactions with others and how you respond to their behaviour. We should all be mindful of any aggressive feelings that may be bubbling up inside of us and strive to remain calm, civil and respectful, though it can be hard because sometimes people can be a-holes. Yet the Sun sextile to Neptune can help you stay calm and avoid mistakes and accidents and just chill out a bit. And Virgo Moon can just help you to focus in your work if you just have to get lost, even though I don't like saying no, get lost in your work to avoid distractions. But if all you're going to do is waste your energy in arguments and trying to get one up on your enemies and just waste your energy, then it's best to just get away from distractions and to focus on the things that are actually going to bring benefits into your life in the long run. So yeah, that's the 12th of January. On the 13th of January, Mercury makes a semi-square to Saturn, so it's a time to take a step back and take a deep breath. This is an opportunity for all of us to focus on our need for practicality, but all too often this can lead to a gloomy, almost suffocating sentiment. We can also expect to run into communication issues, or there can be transportation delays or other mishaps. But if you can find a way to remain grounded and sensible, you can just avoid the pitfalls of getting anger and just roll with whatever delays come and just chill out a bit. Taking a moment to pause and reflect, and this energy gently reminds us the importance of solid, sensible decision making and allows us to make the right decisions and open ourselves up to the potential of making more informed choices. Now more than ever, it is essential that we listen to our instincts and strive to be intentional with our words and actions. So yeah, that's the 13th of January. On the 14th of January, the Sun enters Capricorn at 3:16 p.m. GMT time. When the Sun's in Capricorn energy is driven by a sense of purpose, a desire to achieve and respect law and tradition and order. Those with strong Capricorn energy in their birth chart can find special joy in the completion of tasks. When the Sun transits in Capricorn, you can have more of a passion for creating structure and upholding standards and routines. Sun in Capricorn brings like a grounding energy that we can use, basically the Capricorn vibration, to become old goats, which is the symbol for Capricorns, if you wish, just being a bit more practical and grounded and systematic in our actions and thoughts. Also, Saturn's influence, Saturn's the planet of karma, so we can use this energy to reflect upon the karmic lessons of the past 12 months and setting our sights on new aspirations and goals. Saturn, the planet of karma, guides us during this time to reflect and take the initial steps towards achieving our goals. It's crucial to stay on top of tasks and stay organised to achieve success. Now's the time to think like a Capricorn or any other earth sign, so Virgo and Taurus. Being determined and disciplined will help you reach your goals. Plan ahead and stay focused on the bigger picture. That's how you will get ahead. When the Sun's in Capricorn, it's a great time to take charge and get things done. You can become more bossy because of a strong desire to complete things to the best of your abilities. Don't be afraid to take the lead and get a bit more domineering, but resist being controlling. Be assertive, yeah, that's it, be assertive. If that's what it takes to make sure that you get whatever it is done, but make sure you don't get in the way of other people taking control of their lives. Be sensitive to their feelings and need for autonomy, freedom. The Sun in Capricorn is an excellent opportunity to get ahead by putting in extra effort at the workplace or towards your personal goals and working hard to accomplish your ambitions. But make sure you take time out to relax, have fun, and try to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. Don't forget to take a break from work every once in a while. When the Sun is transiting in Capricorn, and having a good laugh can do wonders for your mental, spiritual, physical, emotional health. You may find yourself saving more money, not wanting to waste time or other resources on petty arguments or situations or relationships, and take more pride in your appearance and your status. The hard-working Capricorn energy is undoubtedly one of the most powerful zodiac signs, demonstrating an unyielding drive and ambition that carries you to the top. It can carry you to the top. This transit offers the opportunity to draw on some of the natal Capricorn's natural determination and focus to achieve greatness in whatever you wish to pursue right now. Also, on the 14th of January, Venus makes a square to Uranus, so this adds a sort of intensity and to the day. Some of you may experience an intense, fleeting attraction to others. Relationships that are formed during this period can become tumultuous or even existing. Relationships can become strained, and you can find yourself scrutinizing, saying, oh, do I really want to question it? Do I want to be in this relationship? Or your partner or partners can do this. This can lead to frequent arguments breaking out, and if disagreements are not resolved quickly, breakups can occur. This aspect brings an emotional roller coaster to the Sun in Capricorn period, expected or unexpected, in love, and some of you prepare yourself to fall in and out of love quickly. This can be a very unpredictable period, so it's essential to be aware of this if you're considering entering into a relationship or trying to maintain an existing one. Mercury also makes a quincunx to Mars today, adding to the likelihood of harsh words, possible violence, sudden disagreements, impulsive thinking and reactions, which again tested the Sun in Capricorn energy, but you can use that energy to help you be more grounded and think logically if these disagreements break out. But don't be too cold, because emotion is not really something Capricorns can consider, or they do feel deeply. In fact, I say Capricorn energy is one of the most emotional signs, but it's more inwardly reserved, because Capricorns can say, and you can call it stubborn, but if someone can't love you, what is the point of loving them? Yeah, okay, you're not meant to love to get and give, receive, but if they put you down or horrible to you, it's better to grieve that love and move on, rather than stay and let them treat you however they want, where they go around and cheat on you and do other things and treat you badly. So, and Capricorn energy kind of sees that, so that's why they can come across as cold in love. So yeah, Mercury's quincunx to Mars can make us make incorrect assumptions and conclusions. People can become highly suspicious and critical of each other, and negative thoughts and absent-mindedness can cause delay in important communications and journeys. But that being said, Venus square to Uranus and Mercury's quincunx to Mars can also be a very passionate and exciting period, while it lasts over the next couple of weeks as it dwindles, drains off. So if you're able to manage the potential for instability and emotional volatility, then this can be a thrilling and rewarding experience. So yeah, that's the weekly scopes from the 8th to the 14th of January. Take care and see you next week.